Good morning. I'm Jeannine.
And I'm Kris. Welcome to the Blue Fiber Tree.
Yep.
I have the blue fingers to match.
She's
I
patriotic.
look like a freaking blue Oompa Loompa.
You look like a flag. You got pink on your fingers. The other finger.
I live in my barn right now. Okay.
Yeah, but you're preparing for a show, so.
We're preparing for the fall.
Well, you have a show next weekend.
We are, but we're trying to...
Make sure you have enough ahead.
I don't want to get into the same situation I was in after Kentucky in the spring.
Well, good. That means you learned.
Yeah. Yeah. And now I don't get to sleep.
Well.
I'll sleep at Christmas.
You'll sleep at Christmas. Alrighty.
So what do we got going on?
Well, first of all, I want to thank everyone who participated in the HYA because it ended last weekend.
How did it go?
It went really well. I probably had about the same number of participants come through my store.
Okay.
I sold all but one of my passports, which is better than I did last year.
Oh, that's good.
So I had more activity there. Like I said, I had about 50 participants, but they were new people. There was a lot of new people from different areas.
Oh, wow.
So that's the whole point of that.
That is. I like that.
So it was good. And I know that there's a lot of people that will be back for other things because, we give out schedules.
Absolutely.
And we're still wrapping up. We're in the wrap-up phase. The drawing for all the extra prizes at the end is this week. It's either Monday or Tuesday. I know Joanne wants to do it on Monday, but there are still people who she hasn't received the entry forms yet.
Oh, I gotcha.
So depending on when you got them in the mail.
Well, that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So hopefully
you're a winner.
And everyone puts it on their calendar for next year because it's going to be the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be that last Friday in July through the first Sunday of August. And 10 days. Hopefully we'll have more stores.
I really want to do it next year, but I want to I'm going to make Sue we're going to take a vacation.
Okay.
And I want to go visit a lot of yarn stores.
I had a lady who was traveling. She took a week off from work or whatever. She goes, I'm on vacation. But she was traveling around in a camper, a drivable camper.
Don't say
one
that
of those
to Sue.
Old ones.
Don't say that to Sue.
But she was slowly winding her way from Michigan through Ohio down into Kentucky. She had a plan, and she goes, you know what? Doesn't matter how long it takes. When the stores are closed, I just pull off somewhere.
And I sit and I knit.
I do my thing.
Yeah.
And then the next morning I get up and I move on to the next one. So that was really cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
No, Sue's goal, she wants to have an RV at some point. And I went, okay, they're like $90,000. No. She goes, well, no. We could rent one. I just want to rent one. And we'll somebody will drive the trailer. Somebody will take the RV. And I'm like, no.
For what purpose?
I don't know. It's not in lieu of a hotel.
Well, no.
Because unless it's a really nice camper, I ain't camping again. Sorry, people who I'm not a camper.
She's done with that.
Yeah, your allergies are so bad when you're outside, and I'm allergic to everything.
She's allergic to outside.
Yeah, but every time we pass, I can't tell you how many pictures she has on her phone when we're driving, and there's RVs and whatever, and she's taking pictures of these RVs. The last show we went on, we're driving, and there's this guy driving an RV, pulling a small trailer,
pulling a
golf cart. She goes, that's it. We don't even need the car anymore. That's what we need. I'm like, I hate you so much. Yeah.
Well, when you get that big, sure.
Okay. No, she can't have it. So what's on the schedule now that that's wrapping up?
Yeah, that's wrapping up. So now we're into the last month of summer. Can't believe it's August. Kids start school in a couple weeks.
So happy.
So yeah.
This is my time.
So what we have is Wednesday from 5 to 8. We have a 3-dimensional needle.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
3-dimensional needle felted Beehive. Now this is a Regina workshop.
This is so cool.
But the thing is, we're splitting this up across 2 sessions because we want you to be able to make that base out of coral wool. So we'll get you started on the 14th. And then on the 28th, you'll come back at 5 o'clock with your finished structure. We'll tighten it up.
Okay. This is really firm. Too.
And then we'll decorate it. And we're going to show you how to do the bees and the flowers. And she was really proud of this. I think it's really cool. She should be.
This is adorable.
Yeah, we've got a few people signed up already, so you still have time to get in on that. Just call me and let me know.
You need to get pipe cleaners, little black pipe cleaners, and let them stick out.
I think I might have some in the back.
How cute would that be?
Yeah. So that's Wednesday the 14th from 5 to 8. Have your needle felting tools. If you don't have them, I've got them here. It is a beginner's workshop.
That's fabulous. That's a good beginner's workshop.
It is.
Because it really helps them figure out that shape, that core, how to get that core tight. So and then it's a simple outside.
Exactly. Yeah. And for the first 3 hours, you get us helping you figure out how to actually determine the shape of all that. So that's a lot of fun. So there's that.
That's awesome.
On the 17th, which is a Saturday, we have the last of the season. This is the last time we're doing this.
If you want it for Memorial or Labor Day, here's your chance.
So the American flag macrame, this is the last time we're offering it this year. So be sure to call me and get in on that. Got to cut the cords for this project, and there's a lot of cords to cut, so make sure you call ahead of time. And that is the 17th, which is a Saturday. Starts at 10.
Okay.
It takes us like 3 hours to do these. So there you go. So there's that. Last one of the year. Ta-da. And then you can use those year round. My next thing I will start it is the one for the front window. To do an American flag in my curtain because he wants it to show out the front window. So what I have to do is I have to work down so far and then, to actually get to the window and then do the flag. So,
woo, baby.
It's almost completely planned in my head. I got this.
Okay.
I got this. I gotcha.
You're really demanding, cameraman Bob.
That's okay. On the 21st, which is a Wednesday evening, from 5 to 8, we're going to do a session of the Needle Felt kits. So here you go. This is the Cardinal. So you get a complete kit of all the fiber. You get the board to felt onto to protect your needles and the surface. Those boards are great that are in there.
They're really cool. I love those boards.
You get the felting material that you felt onto. With one of those sheets actually has the outline of your project. In this case, the Cardinal. You get 2 single needles. Full instructions here with this as a reference. The cost of your workshop is the kit, which is complete.
Perfect.
I don't charge extra to show you how to do this because this is pretty basic. It takes me like 5 minutes to go. You do this.
And then you get to stand there and supervise and go, well, you could do that.
And if you have this, and if you have a question, I'm here to help you. So I have 3 in the store that are framed, and this was the first one I did. You see it? So this here's the gnome, and all of mine I steam them when I'm done, and then we frame them. That's because awesome. If you want to use this as a pillow form or something, you need to wet felt it. There's nothing wrong with wet felting, but it's just a process I don't do. I know how to do it, I just don't do it. But it also shrinks your project a little bit, so you have to watch and make sure that it at least keeps the form. Now, what I just showed you, and the butterfly and the dragon, they're for sale. I will sell them. If you like it, you don't want to do it yourself, I will sell it. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. There's also a half-finished rooster for those of you that are taking the class. If you actually want to go and look at oh, this is how you started, or this is whatever. My hands gave out on me, so we now use it as
we leave it as an in process, and I have all the fibers still sitting down there on the chair in the bag. You gave it to me. It's just that we just leave it that way so you can see.
Because it does give you an idea of how to build. You know, do you start at the bottom and work your way up? And everybody starts it different. I've seen people start in the center and work out. So.
Yeah, and when I did the gnome, I did the gnome figure first. And then I worked everything else in quadrants, and then I did the outer border.
Okay.
You know, so it just depends on what you want to do. So like if I was doing the cardinal, I'd do the bird first.
Oh, for sure.
So, you know, you do that focal point first, and
I
then
think I have fiber up my nose. Sorry, guys.
Probably do.
I'm sure. Or locks, because I just dyed 11.5 pounds of locks. So.
Oh, boy. That's always fun. One more, and then we're done with the schedule for this session. Needle felted pumpkins. It is that time of year. So
Is it already?
It is. So there are two here.
He's so
on the 24th, which is a Saturday from 10 to 1. It's not going to take that long. But, you know.
I like the top of that one better.
Yeah, it just.
Like, this is cute. I just like how that is kind of shaped.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Most of my pumpkins sit like this at an angle. Just because.
Okay.
Pumpkins aren't perfect in the patch. They
Lord,
do this, that, and the other.
Not perfect.
But you're going to do this whole thing by yourself, and we will finish it before you leave, guaranteed. This is 100% core, so it's pretty firm because I needle felt firm. But if you've ever taken a basic needle felting workshop, you already know how to do this.
That's awesome.
But I'm going to show you how to make a ball, and we're going to needle felt it into the shape of a pumpkin, and then we're going to cover it. We're going to put in some fiber there. Locks. I need some lucky locks.
I got a lot in process.
I know.
I might even have some of those. Actually, I do have all those colors in process.
Good, because I just probably need like much.
Yeah, I know. I got you covered because I made extra of everything.
Right. So there you go. So, and you get to decorate it however you want to with the leaf if you want, or just locks. We're going to put a stem on it. Those are so much fun. And then if you want, you can buy some core wool. And you could probably get at least 4, if not more, because this is not even an ounce of fiber to make your pumpkin. And again, if you have your tools, fine. Cool. If not, you can get them from me. And needle felting is fun. As you can see,
I wish I could do
heavy.
I absolutely love needle felting.
Yeah.
I just...
Your hand.
Unless they come up with something that will help my orthopedically horrible hands. Like,
you don't have that big punch, do you?
I do, and it's still too small.
Not the green one, the Ashford one, which is an actual wooden handle.
Yeah, no, I do have that one.
Okay.
What I actually need, one of my clients is a therapist, and she suggested that, you know, that how they have like these balls that you slide a pen through for people that have hand issues. I just keep forgetting what it's called, so I haven't looked it up. She said that I might be able to get one of those and have my husband make the hole a little bit bigger to be able to put the felting pens in. Because if I could, I just don't know how much control I would have, but they're about that big. And if I could do that, I might be able, it would take me longer, I think.
Clay. You could even form it with clay. I had one girl who's doing something like that with her crochet hooks because she doesn't like the ergonomic ones. So she's kind of doing her own thing.
Because that would be nice. Because I do like to felt. It's very soothing. It's very cathartic. It's the same thing as spinning. Like it just, until it hurts your hands.
So I have this group of 4 friends who come. They've been taking a lot of the needle felting projects lately. And it's so funny because the one is just like, actually there's more than one of them. They're everywhere. Okay. But about 10 minutes in, you could hear a pin drop in here. It gets so quiet. It's funny.
Because it just, like, you get super focused super, like, I don't know. It's that same thing to me as spinning. It just hurts. So,
yeah.
But clay's a good idea. I'll have to give that a try.
Yeah, because you can even get that air dry clay and just shape it how you want it.
I didn't know they had air dry clay. I mean, air dry clay.
Well,
they have air dry clay?
Yeah, you shape it to what you want, and then you can just let it'll solidify. Over a period of time, it'll solidify, and then
so
that
I can
way
just shape it around the tool already.
You have to watch though to make sure that you don't go over the white piece so that you can change needles.
Good call. Good call.
So I would just take the back off and just form it around the back so you can still screw it back in.
Okay, good idea. Oh,
That's
she's so smart. No, I should try that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, so that way. And then if you need to add, if you're working with it and you decide you need a little bit more, you can always add more.
Oh,
yeah.
fabulous.
Yay!
Huh.
Yep.
I mean, I do think it would with that bigger thing. You don't have as much control, so you would have to go slower.
Mm-hmm.
But I would still be able to needle felt, and that would be awesome.
Yep. So
winter projects amok. Here
absolutely.
We go.
So on the front of Regina is trying to be here every Wednesday, no matter what's going on a Wednesday night.
Okay.
Just so that people know that she's here on a regular basis, and if they need help, they can stop in.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and plus you can kind of plan your week. That check out the calendar. There might be a needle felting workshop that night. Okay. So Regina teaches on Wednesdays. She's trying to see if she can work something out to do like an afternoon Saturday. Okay. So if I have rigid Heddle at 10, by the time 1 o'clock rolls around, those people are well on their way.
Yeah.
And then we've got a whole nother section of table.
Absolutely.
That she can teach some needle felting stuff.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah, so she's trying to get more classes in.
Okay.
And trying to come up with different things. So we've got a lot going on, and you guys are going to be really happy with what she's got planned coming up, because what she has for the winter time, for fall and winter, so we've already got the skull.
Yep.
And it's up on the homepage of the website, so it's already up there, so you can see that. But she's planning on doing like a turkey.
Oh, come on. How fun is that?
Yeah, so we'll be doing more pumpkins again in October. But she's got like a turkey for the fall holidays. She's got, what were some of the other things she wanted to do? She has this special thing I'm not allowed to say for the winter. It's going to be really cute. So she's actually doing a whole lot more things, which is going to be really nice. So yeah, so she's really super excited and getting into things. And she's got power back to her apartment.
Thank God. Catherine. Yes, Catherine, one of her friends, took a dye class with me yesterday.
Okay.
And she was like, yeah, I went over and I went over. Well, she wasn't there. She was going to go over in the dark and clean out her fridge for her, because it's hard for her to go up 3 flights of stairs. Like, she said she had to walk backwards down the stairs.
Is that how she
got to brace herself to get out of there in one piece?
I told her to call emergency services,
and one of her neighbors took her walker down for her, and she went over to her aunt's or something.
Yep.
So Catherine cleaned out her fridge while she was there. The power came back on. I was like, oh, thank God.
Well, I'm glad that somebody else cleaned that out for her.
Yeah, it's just a lot of work for her. That's hard. No, she was great. Catherine was great. Catherine bought my joy, by the way.
Catherine Henry?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yay.
Well, there goes that. Justine, it's gone. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, Justine. I didn't know.
No, she was thinking.
Okay. Yeah, no. She goes, well, if I could spin on it, maybe I could make a decision. I went, it's in the house. I can grab it. She goes, okay. Because I had one person. My other person for yesterday canceled for being sick, so she got a private lesson. Lucky her.
She did, yeah.
But because there was only one person, the dye class didn't go so long.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can spend 6 hours with one person to dye solids.
No, that doesn't.
Okay, no. Long. We were done in like 3 hours. So I went in, I got the wheel, and I'm telling you, she did the same thing. In under 3 minutes, she went, okay, I'm good. I go, good as in, she goes, oh, I'll take it. This is a beautiful wheel. I go, it is a beautiful wheel. I just don't spin thin. And she goes, yeah, I was talking to Regina about that. And Regina was like, thin is not her thing. Why does she even have that wheel? I was like, well, because I wanted.
When you got it, you were able to spin thin. That was
the
only way.
I really thought I would continue to spin thin.
No, you like art yarn.
But it's not who I am. Even if I'm going to make like a regular yarn that's not art yarn, it's going to be more like a Lopi, because I like working with thicker yarns. It's easier on my hands.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I'm glad you got it sold.
Me too. Especially since I already bought another one. One in, one out. That's not going to be the rule going forward, but because I'm not parting with any other wheel I have left.
You're good. So, you're good to go. The 4 you have are okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I have 5. I also have the traditional that my mom bought me.
Oh, I keep forgetting about that
Me
one.
too. But it's
spin on
decorative.
that
I don't
one.
spin on it. It's
Yeah.
decorative and I love it. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Mom. Sorry. Hopefully you don't watch these and I'm not in big trouble right now. Whoops.
But if you ever wanted to spin thin, there you go. You could use
I
that
could.
one.
Yeah, I could. And it is a working wheel and it's beautiful. I love it. I love just looking at it. Sue and I are now owners of a great wheel though.
Oh, are you?
For $25. So we were, where were we? I don't even know where we were. Where were we? We were in North Carolina. So we were driving to North Carolina and Sue's neighbor called her. Sue, there's this wheel. It's a spinning wheel at this garage sale around the corner from our street. Sue goes, oh yeah? Yeah. He says it's a great wheel. Sue's like, I don't know. And I'm like, wait a minute, ask him how much. So the guy goes, $25. And she goes, well, is it in working order? Guy doesn't know. I go, even if it's not in working order, dude, it can we'll paint it, we'll make it cool and funky, and we'll put it in as decorative in front of the barn. And she goes, okay, we're in. So Ed didn't know this. And the neighbor goes, so what are we going to do with the wheel? What do you want me to do with the wheel? Sue goes, just take it to my house, put it in front of my garage. Well, Ed was in Pennsylvania with his mom.
Oh, boy.
So later in our drive, Sue's looking at her phone at the map and she goes, Ed's almost home. She's laughing. She goes, he could be so mad. We get a phone call. Hey, what is this wheel in front of the garage? And Sue goes, what wheel? He goes, it's a big wheel. She goes, Ed, you didn't pack my wheel in the back of the car? I told you to pack my wheel. What are you doing? I need that wheel. Kris, we're going to have to turn around. And I'm going, he's on speaker. I go, we are 6 hours in. We are not turning around for your wheel. You're going to have to live without your wheel. Ed goes, I packed your stupid wheel. We let this go on for another 2 hours before.
2 hours?
Before he was texting us. What am I supposed to do with this wheel? Sue goes, I don't even know what wheel you're talking about. So after about 2 hours, we finally caved and told him, oh, by the way, and Sue still has not fully said that. She just goes, oh, it's Kris's wheel, not our wheel. It's Kris's wheel. She'll get it eventually. So you're getting that thing out of my garage.
Have you seen it?
I have. It's so cool.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if it's working or not, though. So if it's working, if it really is truly a working great wheel, I probably will not desecrate it. I will probably fix it up. And if for nothing else, just every once in a while, just play on it, because I'm not gonna spin thin. But it's a cool little, it's also a little cathartic thing because you're standing while you're working on the great wheel.
Right.
There was one at John C. Campbell.
Okay.
And Tabitha worked on it, and I was like, yeah, I could see where that would be cool. Not useful to me, but cool. So if for nothing else, it's nice to say we have a great wheel. So technically I have 4.5 wheels. 4.5 wheels. 5.5. Because the traditional. But yeah.
That's fine.
So is there anything else on the schedule for this couple of weeks?
No.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay. The only thing I have on the schedule is I leave Thursday for Michigan. So Sue and I are going to Michigan Fiber Festival. We leave on Thursday. The show is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 10 to 5, 10 to 5, 10 to 4, I think is what the schedule is. Classes there, I think, start on Thursday. If anybody's in the area, stop by. We're in one of the expo buildings.
Is it Allegan?
Allegan. Yeah, it's in Allegan. Lots of fun. The best part, because the show is so big, people that I see at this show or that show, all the vendors are at this show. So I get to see all of my favorite vendors.
Well, there you go.
And there goes all my extra tip money, because though I can diet, I still buy from other people.
Well, yeah.
Gotta support my friends.
Yes.
So, but that is all that is on my schedule besides prepping,
prepping,
and packing the trailer and all that. This will be our first heyday with the big trailer to see how well we pack it and
how easy it is to set up.
How easy our setup is. Craig is installing those rails on the side of the trailer so that we can tie all of our stuff in place. Yeah, I mean, we're expecting setup to be so easy that Sue keeps saying, well, if we don't get, tags on this, we have from 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. to set up. I guess we'll sit in our booth and tag yarn and put it on the racks. I mean,
there you go. Yeah, it's 12 hours to set up. That's unheard of.
Nobody ever gives that much time. So I'm like, I mean, we're leaving at like 7:30.
Yeah, it's it's
4.5 hours. We want to be there by noon. That's in 9 hours. I mean, yes, it has taken me 9 hours to set up a booth before.
Yeah.
When I first started.
When we first started.
Because it took me, I want to say Wild and Woolly the first time took me 7 hours on Friday and 2 hours before the show started, at least.
Yeah.
To get my act together. And that was a much smaller space.
It's a 10 by 10 or 10 by 20 that you had.
Yeah. So, but that's all that's going on. I don't have any dye classes in the next couple of weeks. Thank God. But just a lot of clients.
There you go.
And yeah, so. But it's nice to be working out of the house with everything.
Oh, I'm sure.
The salon, Hot Heads is now closed. Sorry, folks. But
yeah,
clients are coming to my house, so it's kind of nice.
Awesome.
It's a new change.
Alrighty. Well, if there's nothing else, you guys have a fabulous rest of your day. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another video and some instructional, which we haven't figured out what we're going to do yet. We'll figure it out. And we'll talk about the Yarn Discovery Tour then. Yay, that's right around the corner.
Best time of the year besides Christmas.
Okay.
I like the Yarn Discovery Tour.
Trade places.
Nope. Nope.
That was quick.
I like the influx you get. You get a lot of new customers during the yarn tour,
which is awesome.
Which then in turns to me getting new spinning clients and things like that, and I like that.
Yep,
I like that. It brings new blood every year.
Yep. So visit us at longtailknits.com, alk&me.com. We're on Facebook at all those places, and the Blue Fiber Tree, and on YouTube, Blue Fiber Tree. Like and share, subscribe, tell your friends about us.
Please do.
Yay!
All right.
Enjoy
your day. By the way, football's back. Had to throw it in there. I'm so happy.
We'll see you later.